Hello, everyone. My name is Anna, and welcome to my podcast for English learners. Today we are going to learn how to talk about one simple but very useful topic, my room. This is very important because we often need to describe our home, our space, or our personal things in English. Let's begin. Imagine you are in your home. You open the door to your room and walk inside. Your room is your personal space. It is where you sleep, relax, study, listen to music, or just spend time alone. Now I will describe my room step by step. When you enter my room, the first thing you see is a bed. My bed is not very big, but it is comfortable. I like it because I can rest there after a long day. Next to the bed, there is a small table. On the table, I usually have my phone, a lamp, and sometimes a book. I like reading before I sleep. In front of the bed, there is a window. The window is very important because it brings light into the room. In the morning, the sunlight comes in, and it makes the room bright and warm. Now let's talk about furniture. In my room, there is also a wardrobe. A wardrobe is a big cupboard for clothes. I keep my clothes there, jackets, t-shirts, and dresses. Sometimes my room is a little messy, but I try to keep it clean. I think a clean room helps you feel calm and relaxed. On the wall, I have some simple decorations. Maybe a picture, maybe a poster. It makes the room more personal and interesting. Now let's talk about how I use my room every day. In the morning, I wake up and open the window. Then I make my bed. After that, I get ready for the day. In the evening, I come back to my room, sit on my bed, and relax. Sometimes I listen to music or watch something on my phone. My room is quiet, and I like that. It is my safe and comfortable place. Now let's learn some useful phrases to describe your room. My room is small/big. There is a bed in my room. I have a table and a chair. There is a window. My room is clean and comfortable. I like my room. These phrases are very simple, but very useful in everyday English. Now you can start describing your own room in English. Now I want to describe my room in more detail. I think it is interesting to explain how everything looks and where everything is placed. When you enter my room, the first thing you see is my bed. It is not very big, but it is soft and comfortable. I like my bed because I can rest there after a long day. I have a warm blanket and many pillows. In winter, I stay under the blanket and read books or watch videos on my phone. Next to my bed, there is a small table. On this table, I keep my lamp, my phone charger, and sometimes a glass of water. I also put my alarm clock there. In the morning, it wakes me up, even when I don't want to get up. Opposite my bed, there is a desk. This is where I study and do my homework. On the desk, I have notebooks, pens, and my laptop. Sometimes my desk is very tidy, but sometimes it is messy. It depends on my mood and how busy I am. Above my desk, there are shelves. On the shelves, I keep books and small decorations. I like books because they help me learn and also relax. Some books are for school, and some are just for fun. In the corner of my room, there is a wardrobe. I keep my clothes there. It is not very big, but it is enough for me. I try to keep it organized, but sometimes it is not perfect. My room has a window too. Through the window, I can see the street and the sky. In the morning, sunlight comes into my room, and it makes everything look bright and warm. That is how my room looks. In the next part, I will talk about what I usually do in my room every day. Now I want to talk about what I usually do in my room every day. My room is not only a place to sleep. It is also a place where I spend a lot of time doing different activities. In the morning, I sometimes stay in my bed for a few minutes after waking up. I check my phone and slowly start my day. Then I get ready for school or other activities. Even in the morning, my room feels calm and safe. After school, I usually come back to my room. I change my clothes and sit on my bed or at my desk. I like to take a short rest because I feel tired after lessons. Sometimes I listen to music to relax. Music helps me forget stress and feel better. When I have homework, I do it at my desk. I try to concentrate, but sometimes it is difficult. If I don't understand something, I take a short break and then continue. I think it is important not to give up too quickly. In my free time, I do different things. I watch videos, read books, or talk with friends online. Sometimes I also clean my room or change small things, like moving decorations or organizing my desk. It makes my room feel fresh again. At night, my room becomes very quiet. I lie on my bed and think about my day. I sometimes remember good moments or things I want to improve. Before sleeping, I feel peaceful in my room. My room is like my daily routine space. Everything I do there helps me relax, learn, and grow. In the next part, I will talk about my feelings and emotions in my room. Now I want to talk about my feelings in my room. For me, this is the most important part, because a room is not only a place with furniture. It is also a place with emotions. When I am in my room, I feel safe. This is the first feeling I always have. I know that nobody will disturb me here. I can be alone with my thoughts, and this is sometimes very important after a long and busy day. My room also makes me feel calm. Even if I had a bad day at school or I was stressed, when I enter my room, I slowly start to feel better. I sit on my bed, take a deep breath, and my mind becomes more relaxed. Sometimes I feel happy in my room. This happens when I listen to my favorite music, talk with friends, or finish my homework early. Small things can make me feel good, and my room is the place where I enjoy these small moments. But sometimes I also feel tired or a little sad in my room. I think this is normal. Everyone has different emotions. When this happens, I like to stay quiet, rest, and give myself time. My room helps me accept my feelings without pressure. I also feel free in my room. I don't need to act or pretend. I can be myself completely. I can sit how I want, think what I want, and do what I want. This freedom is very important for me. My room is not just four walls. It is a place that understands my emotions. In the next part, I will talk about what I would like to change in my room. Now I want to talk about changes I would like to make in my room. Even if I like my room very much, I still think it can become better and more comfortable. First, I would like to make my room a little more organized. Sometimes my desk is messy, and I have too many things on it. I think if everything had its own place, it would be easier for me to study and find what I need. A clean space also helps me think more clearly. Second, I would like to change the decoration a little. I like my room, but I think it could look more modern and fresh. I would maybe add new posters, photos, or small lights. I think warm lights would make my room feel more cozy, especially in the evening. I would also like a bigger shelf for my books. I like reading, but I don't have enough space for all my books. Sometimes I need to put them in different places, and that is not very convenient. A bigger shelf would help me keep everything together. Another thing I would like is a more comfortable chair for my desk. I spend a lot of time studying, so comfort is important. If my chair was better, I could focus longer without feeling tired. But I don't want to change everything. I still like my room the way it is. I think small changes are enough. I don't want to lose the feeling of my personal space. In the last part, I will talk about why my room is so important for me in my life. Finally, I want to talk about why my room is so important in my life. For many people, a room is just a place to sleep or keep their things. But for me, it is much more than that. My room is my safe place. When the world outside is busy, noisy, or stressful, I can always come back to my room. It gives me peace and stability. I know that no matter what happens during the day, I will have a quiet place where I can rest. My room is also my personal space where I can grow. I study there, I think about my future. And I make plans. It is the place where I learn responsibility, because I take care of my things and try to keep everything in order. I also have many memories in my room. I remember moments when I was happy, when I achieved something, or when I just had a quiet evening. Even small memories are important, because they are part of my life. Sometimes I don't realize how much I need my room until I am away from it. When I come back, I feel comfortable again. It feels like returning to myself. That is why my room is special. It is not just a room with walls and furniture. It is a part of my life, my feelings, and my personality. Thank you for listening to my podcast. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something simple but meaningful.
Write one English word in comments. 5 people get 10 English lessons free.